99.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us on the second part of Dailies today. That's right. I am Sheriff Quadry. The papers are in already. Shall we begin now? This is the Daily Trust. We're going to start with the Daily Trust newspaper. As you can see, you can watch live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch live on Facebook and on YouTube. Coalition Atiku Obi meet Northern Group. Coalition Atiku Obi meet Northern Group. That story is on the front page of the Trust newspaper. It reads, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP, Peter Obi, yesterday met with northern political leaders from across the 19 northern states in coalition talks. Intensify ahead of the 2027 presidential election. The event, believed to have been convened by the Secretariat of the Emerging Coalition, brought together hundreds of political figures under the banner of the National Political Consultative Group, MPCG, North in Abuja. Apart from Atiku and Obi, other dignitaries at the meeting included former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi, former Kogi State Governor Captain Idris Wada, former Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami SAN, who delivered the keynote address on insecurity in the North. You can read further. It continues on pages 3 and 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Coalition Atiku Obi meets Northern Groups. The Daily Trust. Questions over Port Harcourt Refinery shut down after $1.5 billion rehabilitation. Questions over Port Harcourt Refinery shutdown after $1.5 billion rehabilitation. That story is on page 23 of the Trust newspaper for you today. Let's go straight to page 23. We are there right now. And it reads, the announcement of the shutdown of the Port Harcourt Refinery Company, PHRC, otherwise known as Port Harcourt Refinery, by the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has continued to generate angry reactions from industry stakeholders and analysts who reiterated calls for a full privatization of the government-owned refineries to achieve efficiency and optimization in the operation of the refineries. On Friday, NNPCL announced the shutdown of the refinery with effect from Saturday for scheduled maintenance. This is coming 6 months after the refinery commenced truck loading of petroleum products following a rehabilitation program that gulped $1.5 billion. Remember, President Buhari borrowed $1.5 billion for the purposes of revamping the Port Harcourt refinery. 6 months after, we're having the shutdown. And the funny thing about this shutdown is no announcement was made as to the duration of the maintenance work. I mean, look, if something is working and you want to do maintenance, you will say, okay, so we want to do maintenance for 2 weeks. What's the maintenance for 3 weeks, for 6 weeks? After 6 weeks, we would come back. But there is nothing of such in the communication that Mr. Shone put out on Friday. Interesting stuff. Questions over Port Harcourt Refinery shutdown after $1.5 billion rehabilitation. That story is on the business page of the Daily Trust newspaper for you this morning. That we're going to go, let's stay in the inside pages of the Trust. Let's start with this editorial here. Early campaigning is a distraction that must stop. Early campaigning is a distraction that must stop. So I don't know what is spectacular about the 2027 elections. I have no idea what is special about the 2027 elections that politicians have started campaigning right from the first year of this government. Right from the first year of this government. This is the second year. But campaigns started right from the first year. Subtle, unconventional modes of campaigns. I mean, if you're playing opposition, we'll know that you're playing opposition. Even the ruling party themselves, they did not stop. They were still acting and behaving as though they were still campaigning to win elections. The ruling party themselves. So when is governance going to start? When will politicking stop? When will people actually feel that politicians have their interest at heart, because right now if you're gonna have elections and then you start campaigning almost immediately, then there's no interest of the people at your heart. You're all about your own self-interest. And yes, we know politics is about self-interest, but there's got to be a space for the people. In all of those interests that you have as a politician, there's got to be a place, a space, a time to pay attention to the needs of the people. There's got to be a time for everything. You can't campaign for years. Thank you, Daily Trust. Thank you. I mean, I thought I was the only one that saw this, actually. Beautiful piece. Let's go to page 10 of the Trust newspaper. Banditry, village head, 13 others arrested in Niger. Banditry, village head, 13 others arrested in Niger. Security operatives comprising... just a moment. Okay. Security operatives comprising police personnel and vigilantes have arrested the village head of Guiwa in Mashegu local government area of Niger State, Garba Mohammed, for allegedly aiding banditry in the area and across other parts of the state. This is Nigeria that we live in now. The so-called custodians, the so-called leaders are the ones involved in crime. They are the ones using others for crime. The EFCC had a lot to say yesterday on TV about how politicians, your politicians, are the ones enabling Yahoo boys to launder money, to steal money. It's ridiculous what we have descended into. It's a shame what we have become as a country, really. It's a shame. There's no moral whatsoever. Let me go take, let's drop the Daily Trust. Let's go take the Vanguard newspaper. It's 7:38 right now on the morning of a Monday. Let's start this one. Anti-Tinubu coalition, Atiku Obi, others shop for platform. Page 5. Anti-Tinubu coalition, Atiku Obi, others shop for platform. That story is on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. 21,082 candidates absent as 99% scored below 200 in the rescheduled UTME JAM. 21,082 candidates absent as 99% scored below 200 in rescheduled UTME JAM. You can read further on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Neither Buhari nor Jonathan had Nigeria's interest at heart in 2015. Lamido. That story is on page 9. Neither Buhari nor Jonathan had Nigeria's interest at heart in 2015. Lamido. That story is on page 9. We're gonna take a look at it, won't we? Of course we will. We will. Let's take a look at it. So here is a story here. Former governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Sule Lamido, has in his assessment of the 2015 presidential election said neither President Goodluck Jonathan nor his main challenger, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, had Nigeria's best interest at heart. He noted that whoever between the two contestants won the election, Nigeria was the ultimate loser. Okay. He said this in chapter 16, pages 416, 417 of his autobiography, Being True to Myself, which was launched in Abuja on May 13. In case you're interested in his autobiography, you can go pick up the paper and read further. Let me take this story here. FG turns back 8 foreigners without visas. FG turns back 8 foreigners without visas. It reads the... So why would the airliner even take... Anyways, let's look at it. The federal government disclosed that it last week turned back 8 foreigners from entering into the country because they did not possess valid visa. Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, stated this on a TVC news show monitored in Abuja. He revealed that he had on Friday met with the airline operators of Nigeria, AON, to apprise them of recent developments in the ministry regarding entry and exit of persons to and from Nigeria. According to him, the ministry will not shy away from sanctioning operators who bring in foreigners without valid visas. I was wondering too, actually, like why will the airliners bring people into a country without visa? I mean, look, if it's visa on arrival, it's another thing entirely. then the minister can explain, yeah. Let's drop the Vanguard newspaper. It's 7:41. I've got about 1 more minute to go before I come and take your thoughts. The Guardian is our next port of call. Despite 7 trillion naira subsidy savings, states fail to cushion hardship, hunger. The stories on page 6. Despite 7 trillion naira subsidy savings, states fail to cushion hardship, hunger. Stories on page 6. And there you go. There's this infographics on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. They put their FAC allocation in 2022, 2023, and 2024. 7 trillion naira estimated saved in 2 years of subsidy removal. Inflation, they put it there as well for 2023, 2024, and 2025 in inflation. It was quite high in 2024, 33.95. But in 2025, as of April, it's 23.71%. Inflation dropped as of April this year. And fuel importation is also there. In 2024, it was 14.6 million liters per day in 2024. Now it's 14.7 million liters per day in 2025. From 44.6 million to 14.7 million. No thanks to Dangote Refinery. Military destroys over 100 illegal refinery sites in 5 months. Military destroys over 100 illegal refinery sites in 5 months. Stories on page 8. You can read further. Nwokobia Adebayo blast APC's fear-driven strategy. Urge Tinubu to govern. Stories on page 3. Sorry, you can read further. The Guardian. 7:43. Lagos, let's come hear from you. 0201 2770 993. 0201 2770 993 for the male callers. The female callers can try this number. 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190. If you're watching online, Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and on YouTube, you can drop your comment to these headlines there, and I will come take the comment. All right, I'm going to jump on my first call this morning. Let's begin. Please turn off your radio, and you've got 60 seconds to talk to me. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Thank you very much. Quick one. No amount of coalition.
I needed to turn off your radio, please.
Sorry about that, my brother. No amount of coalition, unless we work on our electoral process. This toggery of a thing, INEC of a thing, judiciary, security agents, no amount of coalition, like I said, will stop this. Then for Lamido, he just want to rope Jonathan now. Shebi is among the 5 governors that defected that time. They should just leave that man alone. Just want to rope him in. If you want to talk about Buhari, not Jonathan. Therefore, NMPC spending refinery not working. The man who was jubilating where they say Port Harcourt refinery was working, Obasanjo talked that and they say you come and do inspection. 1.something billion you mentioned, right? We all are in for it. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Nigeria Info. Lagos, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Good morning, Sheriff Quadry. How was the weekend?
It was okay, thank you.
Yeah, Emeka is my name from Satellite Town.
Let's talk.
I like the part where my take is on this issue of campaign before 2027 that has taken over our political space and has eclipsed governance. It has totally eclipsed governance. It's quite unfortunate that when Nigeria is still going through insecurity, with banditry, our military men being killed here and there, no one is taking responsibility, no one is being fired, insecurity is on the rise, our politicians are busy campaigning, preparing, forming coalitions here and there. It's disheartening. And it's a wake-up call for us as Nigerians to understand that these people only mean well for themselves. It's not about us. If it were to be about us, they'll be more concerned about the lapses, especially coming from the ruling party, who are still acting like the opposition. So I like that part that newspaper highlighted it. But it's left for us as Nigerians to prepare ourselves and wait for these people come 2027. We must make them understand that enough is enough. They cannot continue to advance their own selfish interest while the nation continues to wallow in misery. Enough of this fiddling while Nigeria burns. Nigeria burns. Thank you.
Thank you, Emeka. Thanks for calling. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Market Woman.
Welcome.
How was your weekend?
It was okay, thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
My take on this, their campaign right from this time. But we Nigeria, we should know these people don't care about us. It's their business. Somebody must protect his business. These people take Nigeria as business. It's remain to we the people to be serious. That is it, my brother. They don't care about us. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Appreciate your time, Market Woman. By the way, if you would like to drop your thoughts via WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. And I will come take him. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sherry.
Good morning.
This is Oboli calling from Ikorodu.
You're welcome, Mr. Boli.
Hope your weekend was amazing.
It was okay, thank you.
I want to talk on JAM, Mr. Sherry.
Okay.
Over 90-something% of students scored higher than 200. So what went wrong in the first place? I don't know if it's an attempt to woo the students or this is a true reflection of what they've done so far. But whatever it is, I would say we still want accountability and closure on this JAM issue.
So you see, sorry to butt in here. I've seen the headline that you read, but the one that I read this morning says 99% scored below 200 in rescheduled UTME. Yes.
Okay. Okay. My daughter's initial result was 149.
Okay.
And then when she did the receipt, it was 217. Whether that report you read, whether the one I read, but I'm just saying, over the years, what went wrong? Why have the students been failing? Mr. Sheriff, whatever this one is now, probably the receipts or the glitches or everything has been saved or overhauled. My question basically is, JAM's results all this while, a forensic audit report should be done. Whatever have went, do you know that some students were not even captured in this issue? Some were lucky to be captured. I am just saying a fair play should be given and their activities over the years should be revealed. So far, so good. This is not an attempt to bamboozle anybody. But let's just know what we are up against, because after this set, what happens in the next set coming forward? That's what I'm trying to say. What has happened before? What has happened now? What will happen in the forthcoming one? We just want closure on what has taken place. If it is glitch, if it is their server, whatever it is that has gone wrong, please, somebody should come out with something detailed to correct this anomaly. Period. Thank you very much, Mr. Sherry.
Thank you, Mrs. Abodi. Thanks for calling. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. The call has dropped. Let's take another one. Good morning to you. Morning.
Sherry, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Malik speaking.
Malik, welcome.
Yeah. Oga Sheriff, $1.something billion was spent on a refinery that we're crying that is not working till today. Nobody's in prison.
Nobody.
It tells you that the country itself is a business. If I get there, cash out and go. The new NNPC boss that is saying this, have you given any report that this and that was mismanaged? Apart from the GM, the other senior staffs that are there in the refinery, have they not been arrested by now? You can see how we put money down the drain and we expect the younger one to think straight. Sheriff, the country goes nowhere. Before I forget, for your callers, whenever you hear check your device, it means the line is busy. That's why I'm telling you check your device. Good morning.
Oh, for those who are calling the mail line, all right. Thank you for calling, Let's go to Twitter. That's X. I've got this comment here on X from Joy Forever. And Joy says, Sheriff, it means this coalition is really unsettling the government. I think 2027 will be interesting, but can't INEC bear its fang and punishment and punish offenders, you mean? When we say these refineries are not working, They called us whalers. We love deceit here, sir. That's the Joy Forever on Twitter. Joy Forever, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Appreciate it. I'm going to go to YouTube. Let's take one or two comments off YouTube. Let's take one or two. Oluwaseun Okunla on YouTube says, Jam is lying with that report. My daughter had 163 prior and now has 313. All her schoolmates who had less than 200 before, except one, now has 300 and above. That's one exemption, had 197. That's Oluwaseun Okunla who dropped that. Okay, all right. You don't believe in the report. Okay. I mean, with evidence. This person has got evidence. Right. Okay. I'm going to take this one here from Anile. Anile says, I wonder how this inflation is calculated. Prices of things are high compared to 2024, and they are claiming about 10% reduction in inflation. They need to explain this better. That's Anile. Anile, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Appreciate it. I'm going to head back to telephone now. Let's take one or two before we go to WhatsApp. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Oga Sharif.
Good morning.
This is Gift. I'm calling from Ghana this morning.
What's your story?
It's a refinery. Sometimes when we talk about the Nigerian problem, people think we don't wish the country well. Oga Sharif, in a civilized client, people that are involved in the revamping, the approval, the whatever, they should be cooling off behind bars at the moment, explaining themselves. Sure, you get my point, Oga? Because it's as if it's daylight robbery. It's like they're robbing us to our faces. And that is why you see kids of nowadays, they don't want to even work because they see the figures that keep popping out and nobody's getting jailed for it. They feel like, let me do my own too now. After that, I will pay bail. If I stay 100 billion, they tell me to pay bail 100 million. I don't feel with that. Again, I lose. So you get my point. Then for Jam, I think Jam is lying. My late uncle's son that I'm responsible for his education, the guy scored 171 previously.
Okay.
Now he has 282, and I'm very happy for him. And I told him, don't waste this call, because it's very sad that after you've gone through the jam stress and all, you still go and face UTME. And peradventure, you don't pass UTME, you still fail again. So I just hope the guy makes it and get it to school. Have a good day, my brother.
Have a good one yourself. Thanks for calling. Appreciate your time. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Zama from Ikoton.
Let's hear you.
Sheriff, can you see how these people are just wasting our money down the drain on these refineries? Port Harcourt's own, what happened? Zero. This one, what happened? Zero. But come on, see, billions upon billions they are throwing away on the drain for this fuel, for these refineries. What is happening? Now they are telling us that being compulsory, that voting is compulsory. They are telling lies. Nobody is going to make voting compulsory in this country, because when we voted for 2023, what happened to it? What happened to it? Next year that you see, they'll come after with selling like 10,000 naira for bank, just to deceive themselves. All their deceit and the way they are packing our money, wasting everything in this country. Go work for them next time. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you too for calling, Zoma. Appreciate your time. Yeah? Let's take one or two messages now. Blair Anya on YouTube says early campaigns have started from the ruling party because their win wasn't necessarily a landslide. For opposition, too many votes were split, and LP was criticized for not having structure. My thoughts. That's LP. That's Blair Anya who dropped that. I'm going to take another one now. This time from WhatsApp. I've got this one here from Tari. Tari from Lekki says, Sheriff, you see him now. Some few months back, this Mr. Tinubu and APC-led federal government, they shout, say, Port Harcourt Refinery, they walk, and we said it's not true. Now, you see, as lie, don't expose them. Sheriff, this APC federal government in particular don't know how to play politics. Since they snatched the president post in 2023 from Nigeria, them see the campaign and not governing the people. Indeed, the so-called dealers, most Nigerian politicians simply slave for money. Most Nigerian politicians are servants to money. Most Nigerian politicians serve. I vehemently disagree with Sule Lamido about Jonathan. He should leave that man out of him in book because that is book. Now fraud. It's not by coalition, but the electoral process needs to be addressed. That's Tari from Lekki. Tari always sends me messages in pidgin. But I enjoy reading it. I enjoy reading his messages. Okay. Adewale from Shagamu says NNPC spent a lot and nothing to show for it. We are going nowhere if no punishment for culprits. That's Adewale from Shagamu who dropped that. Adewale, thank you. And back to the telephone. Good morning to you. Good morning. Please, hello, Mr. Sherry. You need to get a quiet place. I can't speak to you with that noisy background. Okay, please get a quiet place and call me back. All right? I can't wait for you. I'm sorry. We have quite a number of people waiting on the line. Okay. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Mazuna.
Let's hear you.
Sheriff, this is our money. A politician get more because now then the manager. So, but if Nigeria does not want them, all we need to do is to, make sure that electoral reform is changed. They have to do something about it. If we not do something about it, that's why we should stop complaining about the killing. If it's the northern people and the southern people are voting APC and they keep killing them, there's no mercy, we continue. But if we not them to vote for them, let our people start fighting for that electoral reform so that we can vote people that will change Nigeria, because this complaint. We complained last 4 years. We complained last 8 years. This one we must complain again in 2027 where everybody talk about now. So please, that reform must be done. If the article and OP is serious, they have to come out and make sure they stand for reform.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thanks for calling me. Lagos, this is where we'll leave it this morning. Thank you for being a part of it. Kofi is back with a continuation of the morning crossfire. I am Sheriff Quadry. Have a pleasant week ahead.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.